Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for this second semi-final of the men's over 35. Very exciting encounter here at the Virginia Boar's Head squash facility, and it's between Wael Elhindi and Alister Walker. Joining me in the commentary box, we have Dave Morrish, a Brit, but currently in Canada, and the head pro at Windsor Squash and Fitness.
Actually, I'm the assistant pro.
I do apologise.
Yeah, Graham Williams is my boss. Great guy, another Brit.
Well, we better mention Graham because he's probably listening. And Graham, thanks for letting Dave come down here to play and join me in the commentary box now. And welcome, David.
It's great to be here, mate. Good to see you again.
Likewise. It's been a few years. And yeah, so we have a really exciting prospect here, these two guys, and I know you know a little bit about Ali, so maybe you could say a few words about Ali and your thoughts on the match.
Absolutely. So Ali and I basically came into each other's lives in 1999, maybe a year before actually, when I became the head pro at Wycliffe College. So I worked with him for 4 years. Probably the best player as far as attitude, movement, I've ever worked with in my life. You know, he took everything from me that he could take. He was a good junior. I wouldn't say he was a great one, and I think he'd agree with me here because he was around Selby, Barker, Wilstrop. But he developed into a real good senior. I mean, I think he got to 11 or 12 in the world. And to be honest, his success came when he linked up with Pearson, DP. DP changed his technique a bit, but his work ethic was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And you know, he was always looking to improve. And just give you one example, I remember him losing to Shahir Razik in the tournament, and we were chatting away, and he says, "I'm going to get him next time." It worked him out. And lo and behold, 3 weeks later, played him, beat him. So he's got that attitude. He takes positives out of losses. But this match looks juicy, doesn't it? Yeah.
So great little info there about Ali, and just for keeping the balance. Wael obviously has got quite a reputation as well, a great player, world junior finalist going back there, but former world number 8. Ali was former world number 12. Wael has 8 PSA titles under his belt. Ali has 10. So real, you know, kind of neck and neck as they followed each other through their careers. And Wael hailing from Egypt, Alister Walker from England, although he plays under the Botswana flag now.
He was born in Botswana.
Because he was born in Botswana. And so we're going to see a little clash of styles with the Egyptian way, a lot more aggressive on the attacking to the front, and Ali probably the more steady players, but we'll see. In these group events now, all that experience is there to be accessed, and so.
Elhindi.
Okay, Chris, if you're a betting man now and you had to put your house on this, where would you go? Tough one, eh?
It's a tough one as well. Elhindi serves. I think I'd go with Ali, if you twisted my arm, on the basis that Ali's been playing PSA more in the last few years than Wael, and so maybe that gives him a little bit of the edge. But here we are, the first rally of the match. Alister with the head gear on.
Touch. It's quite an opening rally, isn't it?
Wow, this is brutal. Oof. We're in for a real treat if every rally's like this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, this is a killer.
This is incredible.
Are you serious?
This is the type of rally you expect from 7-all in the third, isn't it?
Oh my God, Wael's looking at Ali, they're looking at each other. The crowd loved that one.
One love.
Doesn't look like there's a seat in the house.
So, match ball. Oh no, it's the first rally.
So, Chris, have you played either of these two?
Good question. I haven't played. I haven't played them. I must have played Wael, but honestly, I don't remember playing either of them in a big PSA or big match. You know, we practiced and hit together, but they're that little bit younger than me, Dave.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I know you've helped Ali out over the years with a bit of advice when he was a bit younger, didn't you? With namesake.
Yeah,
had to really, didn't you?
Red Spirit, another walker, and yeah, very great player. Hits the ball very well. Great mover, very efficient mover, and be interesting to see how. Because Wael, I think Wael's also a really good mover, very efficient and positioning around the middle of the court.
Oh my goodness, I went the wrong way there.
Incredible shot, little roll of the wrist. Very Egyptian stylist that. But that's what Ali's got to deal with. If he plays at the front of the court and gives Wael an angle, then Wael has got a lot of different options, a lot of racket skills.
He looks like he's controlling the beginning of this, doesn't he? Well, that's a good shot.
Yeah, Ali pouncing on that ball.
And now 2-3. Pick up. Pick up is good.
I got to think if the match becomes physically tough, Dave, that Ali is his favourite there. But if Wael can take advantage of this court and kind of contain the game and use his skill to close out Ali with just good shots and sensible play, that'll frustrate Ali. So I think you've got the cat and mouse there, but Ali's going to be patient and he's going to be picking up a lot of stuff around the front.
You just wonder how much Wael's got in the tank. He's got a phenomenal racket, hasn't he? Phenomenal.
Yeah,
all right so far.
Well, but the court's caught people out, Dave, in this, watching over the last couple of days. It's pretty dead. When you hit a decent cross court, if you catch the side wall and at the right angle, the ball really dies quickly at the back.
It's interesting you say that, because when Ali arrived, I said, "Have you played on this court?" He goes, "Yeah, I won the Virginia Open. I think it was a 35K." He said, "But you need 3 games to really get used to this court. Even though he's played on it many, many times, you need 3 games." And I think this might be his 3rd, actually. So
well, that's good. Good news for him psychologically.
Actually, it's his 4th.
So he's settled in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a difficult court to play on. The walls being fast, but as you can see from the video screen here, you can see the people through the walls, and the players can see them too. It's not like it's not like the TV's got special viewing. The walls are.
Please. No. The ball was out. I couldn't tell. Yeah, everything's fine. Hang on a second. I asked you to pick up the screen and say I wasn't sure.
Ali's doing the right thing, just walk away, let him do his thing, stay focused. I think he's probably prepared for this. He knows it's going to be tight.
Yeah, and Wael's going to...
You've got to stay in your bubble.
Got to stay in your bubble, but the referee also got to try and keep the play to being continuous. We don't want too many of those conversations, but we're off again at 4-all in the first game. Great backhand work, tight there.
Loose there from Ali, but got away with a let. So what would be your tactic? If you were Ali, what would be your tactic playing Wael?
Well, I would be going in thinking that I'm probably the fitter, quicker player, and I've got to be smart with attacking and opening up at the front of the court, because that's where Wael's dangerous. You know, if I hit loose shots around the middle or give Wael time at the front, he's deadly, and I'm going to be scurrying around. But if I can contain the game a bit, if I can make the rallies a bit longer and get a bit of work into Wael's legs, that I'll get some points from the fact that he'll make some errors and he'll get tired, and he doesn't want to have long rallies like me. That's kind of what I'd have as a mindset.
Would it be fair to say that you consider yourself very similar a player to the way Ali plays in your day, as opposed to Wael? Or do you reckon you had did you have a little bit more flair? I mean, I've seen you play, obviously. Just interested to see what you think.
I'd probably put myself similar to more like Ali than Wael.
You were renowned as a phenomenal athlete in those days, weren't you?
6-7.
Maybe you still are, actually. Yes, I know you've had 2 hips, but maybe you still are.
I'm working on that. But there's an example, as I was just saying, Dave. Ali hits a loose shot. Wael will use his body, use that position to get maximum advantage to open up the court. And he did there. He moved his body, got Ali to move to the sidewall, which created a pretty simple backhand volley drop, but it was all the movement. And there again, Ali exposing at the front of the court,
leaving him a free angle.
And so, from a little lead that Ali had, Wael has turned it around very quickly, and hence we see the kind of the cat and mouse that's starting to evolve in this match.
Width is essential for Ali in this game. If he doesn't get the right width, both in his straight and his cross, he's going to get punished, isn't he?
Yeah, he can't afford to put the ball on Wael's racket around the middle. Wael's volley drops are lethal, and this court really is taking shots. Yeah, it really is. So, a couple of points here for the players. Ali will want to work Wael a bit and try and get some miles into his legs. A couple of longer rallies. There we go.
Great
Happy
length.
to squeeze
Very
him.
tight.
Happy to squeeze him at the back. I saw you on the court earlier today with Alister, actually, Dave, helping him groove and just get his eye in on the side walls in particular.
Yeah, that was it. He was just wanted to groove that short stuff. You know, he's always had a great length, but he wanted to make sure that taking it in short and the body drop like that, he can keep it tight. He knows that that's important. Interesting.
Wael.
He knows he made the wrong shot there.
Yeah, now coaching in Brooklyn, New York. Just telling himself there, I really should have hit the ball straight. I mean, he tells his kids that 100 times a weekend.
So, you know, Ali's moving down to the state, Virginia, for a new job in September.
I did not know that.
Yeah, a new club's just opening up called St. James on the Washington border. And he's going to be heading up the program there from September.
That's great news.
Very excited.
Fantastic news for Ali as he takes a step away from PSA to the next part of his journey, and that error gives him 2 game balls in this first game. Testing Wael there down the middle.
Ooh, that's a strike.
And lovely, Wael's done that 3 or 4 times this game already, Dave. Changed a little flick, changed the direction, and that one reaping reward.
Big point, very big point. I wonder if this rally will result in a winner or an error.
Not quite wide enough from Wael. And
there we are.
The electric pressure from Ali's volley causes Wael to make that mistake. And Alister Walker takes the first blood in this over 35 semi-final. So 1 game to love. Back in a moment for the second.
15 seconds.
So here we go for the second game in this men's over 35 semi-final.
Walker leads 1 game to love.
Here's a bit of a bonus for Ali getting that first. I think he would have actually been prepared to lose the first. It would have taken a lot of work out of him, but he's got that, so it's bonus time.
Yeah, and you were talking to him a little bit tactically before the match, David, so I'm sure your comment
Now 1 love.
relates to that little bit of knowledge as well from the inside.
I know Ali backs himself physically on this, but he knows how important it is to play accurate squash. Because, as you said, Wael is he's dangerous. Dangerous when he's got no pain.
And the winner of this match will be playing at LJ Onderman in the final tomorrow, and LJ just finished his match just before this, if you weren't watching. Beating Alex Garvey. To love.
Great angle, great angle. Just got that lob slightly just high, and he had to like frame it, didn't he, to get it. This is a good start.
So Alister Walker gaining in confidence at the start of his second game, and Wael Elhindi now has to find a couple of answers.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Wael has got to keep the ball tight even if he's going to attack. And the conundrum for Wael is to create opportunities to win the point without physically hurting himself too much, because he knows that Ali Walker's in good physical shape. So
Tight. Tactically, I think Ali's really playing the right game right now. He's doing well.
New rules.
Yeah, new rules, minimal effort, minimal interference, should I say.
well, I mean, I thought that Wael would get that if Ali wasn't in the way, so I felt that was harsh.
Do you know, I've noticed though, the refs have been on the stricter side by giving these highlights, haven't they?
Yeah.
But as long as the players understand that, they then know I've got to go through and play it. And if they don't, well then, smart really, they're not listening.
Well, that's the thing. You'd rather have a no-let given to you at 3-1 in the second than at 10-all in the fourth, right?
Yes.
And by then, the referee should have managed the players so they've all got an understanding of how the match is going to be played.
Agreed.
Lovely 2-all both there from Ali, but beautiful counter. The counter there from Wael was so tight that even though Ali was standing on that board, he couldn't do anything with it. He tried to force it cross court, and it was loose, and Wael put it away. That's where Ali has got to go. All right, this is a great shot. Patient, put it up in the air, hit it straight, give it some height, reset the rally. Like he's lost the initiative. Wael again going for that cross-court volley nick. Wael is not going to sit back and rally. We're going to see Wael be more aggressive at the front of the court, take the opportunities, and that's the cat and mouse. And I think it's going to be an exciting 10-15 minutes ahead of us.
Oh, that's a great shot.
A lovely change of pace there, David.
Left side, 3-5.
Such a straight drive, isn't it? Beautiful shot.
That's the one thing I really notice at the top level. When they hit straight, it doesn't clip that sideboard. It goes all the way to the back, doesn't it? And you see at the amateur level how many times it goes in the sideboard and you lose the initiative.
That is absolutely key.
It's tight as well. Tight from tight.
Wael, one of the best with his racket control, ball control. One of the best in the world with keeping that sidewall out of play on the straight drives, and there's another great example. Wael getting pumped there, pumping his chest up.
I think we've got a game on our hands.
Tricky, but didn't get the dividend there. Still got to get the ball up. And that's the ultimate way to take time away from your opponent, is volley a back wall ghost when you're literally sitting on the tin.
Palmer, exponent of that to perfection, wasn't he?
5-6.
Yeah. So that unforced error from Ali Walker giving Wael 3 point midway through the second. So 5-6.
We're at the business end of the game.
Wael trying to be tricky there.
Yeah, right shot, and that should not be a let.
Yeah.
I would not give a let there, would you, Chris?
No, he created that interference himself.
How can I not get that? You created the interference. You've got to go get the ball.
Well, you took the words out of his mouth, didn't you?
I'm sitting next to the referee.
That was a bit harsh. It was a bit harsh.
Yeah, Wael created that problem, and he needed to go in and play that ball.
That's tight. Oh, what a
Wow.
hold. That's crazy.
That's a hell of a hold. Oh.
6-7.
Completely went the wrong way, didn't he?
And when Wael actually hit that, I think the ball was about 3 millimeters away from his belly button, wasn't it? And Ali Walker didn't see it coming.
That's incredible.
Again, great work down the side walls by both players.
Waistline. Watch your movement up that volley. What happened to the new rule? What happened?
Still an entertainer, isn't he, Wael? Always will be.
Right side, 6-7.
Yeah, they both have a smile. That's great.
That's the area of the court. Wael is waiting for those opportunities. That's where he's so strong normally, but you've got Ali Walker who's moving very well, covering the court, and that's the extra pressure that Wael is under when he's going for those volley drops. Oh, great pickup.
Oh my goodness, he's still got it. He's still got it. This is ridiculous. Oh, Ali. That's how I remember him. He's
Like
so
the
got
good
that
old
movement.
days.
Yeah.
Like the good old days, but both players there really
9-6.
extending themselves. Some fantastic touch around the front, but that gives Ali Walker a 9-6 lead. And Wael slams a return of serve into the tin. So 10-6 second game, 4 game balls for Ali Walker to take a 2-love lead.
And it wasn't that long ago that we were 5-6 at the business end of the game. And look what's happened. Tight. You can afford 1 or 2 of them when you've got that buffer, can't you?
Well, he was on the ball. It was the right shot to, keep the pressure on. But I'm sure he would rather have got the ball up. But anyway, 7-10, so 4 game balls for Ali.
11-7. No let. 11-7. Game to Walker.
No let given, and the ball did roll out the side of the wall there by Ali, and so Alister Walker takes a 2-love lead, and we'll be back to see if Wael Elhindi can turn the tables even and pull something back.
Okay, I think he wants it. Thank you. Why don't we do that first before you wipe the court? Right. "15 seconds. Walker leads 2 games to love. Hello.
So third game, Ali Walker serving at 2-love against Wael Elhindi. And David, we've seen Alister really playing, as we were saying in the break there, Alister playing pretty much the perfect game to contain and beat Wael. What do you think Wael is going to try and do in this game to turn the tables a bit?
Well, I think he's got 2 choices here. I mean, we don't know how fit he is. We know that he's got a great racket on his hands. Is he going to try and attack him a bit more, maybe take it a bit earlier, or is he going to lengthen? No, looks like he's going for a bit more. I don't know, I would probably have lengthened the rallies out a bit more and tried to get myself into it. I think he's almost forcing it, taking it in first opportunity. Ali's ready for that. He's ready.
Yeah, great point there. I mean, there's nowhere to hide on the squash court if you're not up for it physically. It's hard to hide that.
Argument for a stroke there? Yeah, it's loose.
And now 2-all.
But I think Ali will be very happy with the 2-0 lead, knowing that he's got a good base, physical base.
Yeah, the question now really is, can Wael find some chinks in Alister Walker's armour to peg back at least this third game and give himself a chance to get right back into the match?
He almost tried to block him out of that, didn't he? But the ref's on it.
Where do you want me to go? You tell me where to go, and I'll do it. You need to give him an access to the ball. You know that. But where? The ball is in the front. He's going that way. That was the line to the ball.
I think he's looking for a breather. It's a regular let.
early on in the third, but Wael as competitive as ever. Just unforced error there, and maybe he hadn't quite refocused after his discussion with the ref.
And Ali has not said a word all game, has he? He's in the bubble. He knows if he goes out this bubble, he could lose 6 points with a blink of an eye. That's how good Wael is with his racket.
Absolutely.
That's a beautiful shot. That's no net.
Oh my God!
Really?
On that side wall.
I have to be honest, I wasn't sure that was a let, but...
And they're the first words that Ali has spoken.
That is true. We were just saying that.
Oh, beautiful backhand drop. Short length from Wael, and that gives Ali options, Dave, to go deep or short, so Wael can't commit. And then when he runs that drop in so low and short, it was too good for Wael in that particular instance.
And at the top level, they all have these subtle holds. You remember it. You just... the amateurs don't see it as much, but there's that subtle hold which just freezes your movement, doesn't it? And makes it more effective. Whoa.
And look at that for a dig. Ali Walker pretty much horizontal on the floor there, digs the ball up. It hits above the service line on the front wall.
But clinging.
But there's not a hair's width between the ball and the sidewall.
And with the glass, it's even more difficult, isn't it?
And yeah, you might be saying, well, how come Wael just completely missed that ball? Well, that's exactly why, David, yeah. Side wall, difficult to pick the ball off. So Alister Walker
6-2.
really stamping his authority on this third game. Looks like he's running out and sees the finish line ahead of him now, 6-2.
Oh, what a beautiful shot. rolled.
And having done the work in the first 2 games, David, he's taken the sting out of Wael, and now Wael's a little bit looser. The ball there for him to volley, and I mean, really, I'd expect him as a consummate professional to close out this match. And unless Wael's got something incredibly special, he's just not going to be able to, as we see there, Ali's just too quick picking up the ball.
8-2.
He's sniffing that victory right now. He's just stepping up and taking that ball early when he's got those openings.
It's a nice drop from Wael. You see there, Ali actually making a huge effort to go all the way around Wael there. He's got that 8-2, well, now 8-3 cushion, and Ali knows that he just needs to keep getting the ball back, and that's going to be enough. But he doesn't want to start playing tricks with Wael. Oh, lovely hold.
Yeah.
Beautiful hold.
You just can't give him a free shot at the front. You're in trouble. You're going to do some work. I think Ali, honestly, it was never going to be a smooth game playing Wael. Never. You know, he mixes it up so much. I think Ali's really tactically been good this game. Really good. He hasn't forced it at the front. He's trying to keep him deep. He's letting him take it in short and then trying to counter, wait for his loose balls.
That's left. 4-8, left side.
Wael trying to desperately get a cheap point there. It was pretty close to being a stroke. I mean, Ali has to give him the whole front wall there. And when I look at where the ball was and Ali's position, he was walking the tightrope there. But nevertheless, it's a let ball, so 4-8.
So Ali's wife's been here the whole tournament supporting him. She's on the left-hand side, on the side wall at the back there. And she's been very impressed with the way he's played this week.
Well, that's good. You've got to keep your wife happy.
True. Are you keeping your wife happy, Chris?
Absolutely.
Good man, good man.
I'm a lucky man.
Slide. Sorry, Elhindi. You right? Yes, let.
So that little interference in the middle of the court there obviously caught Wael's foot and maybe just tweaked his ankle a bit. Could be a little gamesmanship, David. You're going to watch him recover, do a few 100-mile-an-hour sprints and lunges to win the game now.
Well, there was an opportunity for a 3-minute rest there, wasn't there?
Good point. He's almost had 3 minutes, I think.
4-8.
Ali needs to stay focused here. It's so easy to lose focus, and oh my goodness, that's a beautiful shot.
Tremendous touch there from Alister Walker.
9-4.
Closing in on that final place. And Wael trying everything, a dive there to try and get back in the rally, but Ali was on the volley, and smart play, hit the ball back across to Wael's body line basically, and that meant that Wael unable to track the ball and pick it up to continue the rally. So 4-10, 10-4, 6 match points. Alister Walker.
You don't see too many people coming back from this. I'm sure you have in your time, Chris. Have you come back from this?
Not one of those, no. There we go. fantastic closeout. Two great friends there, shaking and embracing each other, shaking each other's hand, and a little photo for the finish. But that takes Alister Walker through to the final of the men's over 35, where he'll play Lawrence Onjima tomorrow on the glass court. So for now, that is it from Virginia. Dave, thank you so much for joining me.
It's been a pleasure, Chris. Thank you for inviting me.
And our next scheduled match here is at 5 p.m. This evening. It's in an hour's time. It'll be the men's over 60s semi-final. Jeffrey Davenport and Pierre Rude. So we'll be back for that. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.